Get rich fast with csgofast.com.
The first quarterfinal at ESL Pro League Season 4 finals is over, and NIP have advanced to the semifinals while NVS have exited the tournament in 56th place. Okay, where do we start? I think we have to go back to WSG, where I was sitting behind you and I noticed that while I don't really speak French, I don't really understand any words. I noticed that you were directing Sixer a lot and like telling him what to do because it was still quite fresh. You just got him into the lineup. So yeah, that's what I want to ask about. Like, how much has Sixer, what the advancement that Sixer has had in the past couple of weeks?
Sixer is fitting much better now. I mean, it's stupid to say, but he just knows our game now, and he doesn't have to check into his notebook every time we are cutting a tactic or a defense to what he has to do. So yeah, on that front, he is within the team, no problem. We're still adapting and fixing stuff, like learning to play with each other. But yeah, overall it's going very good with Sixer. He is literally doing whatever he needs to do within his role. So yeah, I mean, there is still room for improvement, obviously, for him to feel good with our team and understand exactly how we want to play and work. And on the other hand, how we can make it like constantly in all the tactics perfectly a part of the team. So yeah, no, so far so good with Sixer.
Okay, and now aside from the Mossports game, the group was quite straightforward for you guys. You crushed the 3 matches against the Immortals, Liquid, and Optic. So yeah, just quickly touching on the group, maybe especially the Mossports game.
Yeah, Mossport, I don't know, to be fair, they played much better than us on the map. We're still lacking practice on like 2 or 3 maps, so they just dictated the pace of the game roughly. Even though we started 4-0 up on the city side, they instantly broke us with the first good run that they won. So it was very tight, and I don't know, on our side, how can I say that? The team spirit was a bit off because we've been playing another game before, and to be fair, we've had only easy games during the group earlier. And so as soon as we had a team that was adapting and just pushing us to the edge, that's where we had to react very calmly and as focused as possible, and we just couldn't do it against Mossport. So they just managed to take the game into their hand and run away with it. So yeah, they deserve the win much more than us on that game, obviously.
Okay, now touching on the NIP, I guess the biggest question, considering the Veto is not picking Cobble, going for Dust 2 instead. So yeah, what was the thinking behind that?
It's pretty straightforward. I mean, Cobble and Dust 2 are the 2 maps we practiced the most, I suppose, and the 2 maps we were more comfortable on. NIP with Makelele, they have, I mean, at the moment they haven't lost Cobble with their team, while Dust 2, they just lost it against Cloud9 yesterday. So Dust 2 is one of our best maps, and at the same time it was not one of the strengths of NIP. And in the end, we knew that we had Cobblestone as a third map, no matter how the Veto went. So we had to win Dust 2 to have a chance in the best of 3, obviously. But yeah, we knew Cobble was third anyway, that we were going to play both maps. So we preferred playing on a map where they're a bit weaker and where we could have a bigger edge. But yeah, didn't go that way.
Okay, now on Nuke you had a really rough start. You just couldn't get into it at all on ST, and obviously you didn't have too much time to get back on CT, even though you did have a pretty good attempt at the start. So yeah, what's the issue on the T side?
NIP are just a very, very tough team to break on their Nuke City side, because they're a team, they're playing for so long together, they were playing the map forever together, and the thing is against them is that they have the most perfect rotations on the map from all the best teams in the world. And they were basing their game purely off of that. And if you try to play a classic game against them, which we try to do, like controlling the map and then just taking zones and then going forward from there, that's where NIP are in their strength. And I don't know, yeah, we just lacked, I guess, of adaptation, just like they did on their T side, because we're starting to shut them down, and they just did some pretty random stuff, like going HUD 1-1 and then just going slowly on the upper side. So we just, yeah, we just lacked the adaptation and to really understand how they're playing their city side. And obviously they had some great rounds. I mean, we lost, I think, 2 or 3 4-on-2s where it was just chaos on our side. And I mean, if we win those key rounds, that was like the first gun round and then another one later in the side, I think we can do good. But we were, I mean, NIP are good at creating chaos and playing off of it, and that's definitely what they did on Nuke. And yeah, until next time, I guess we can only learn from it.
Okay, then. And now I want to touch on the issues that we've had at this event. Obviously, you were one of the teams that got probably the most punished throughout the online stage because you had so many matches where you had to field the coach or just play with a stand-in, and ESL kind of punished you for that. So basically, my question is, how will you punish ESL in turn for the offline issues that we've had? Maybe ask for more prize money?
No, I mean, first of all, we're very glad that we made it through the LAN finals with all the primes we had. I mean, we had to forfeit 1 game, we had to play 3 or 4 games with stand-ins, even though we won 1 like that. But yeah, no, I mean, I think it's still bad to have that many games online. I mean, you see the arguably, but I guess the best team in the world, VP, is not here. Navi is not here either. And all that kind of stuff. I think there's still ways to improve that online, especially due to their software, that kind of stuff. The servers that are still a problem for absolutely all the teams, and nothing has changed yet. So yeah, we're entering a stage where, I mean, we cannot let that happen on the online stage, and sadly it's still happening. So it's hard to take action against it, obviously, but I mean, yeah, we can only hope that they're going to listen. But I mean, yeah, regarding the LAN final, I mean, some teams have been complaining about some small stuff, but I think we're living in an era right now where organizations and tournaments are trying to just improve and do their best all the time. And we must not complain when, I don't know, apparently Epicenter was like the best tournament of all time. And ESL, I mean, here was still a great tournament. There was just a prime of the AC that was not in ESL's hands. And aside from that, everything was good. I mean, we had internet, catering. I mean, everything was great. So I just don't understand why we need to complain about stuff that are still far above the standards. I mean, for instance, the hotel is amazing, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, hopefully the only thing I hope they're going to improve is going to be the online season with many things. I mean, we've talked to them several times, and we're just hoping for some changes.
Okay, now I think we kind of need to readdress the new timeout rules because this is the second event that they've been in place, and you weren't in New York, if I'm not mistaken. So this is your first time under these rules. So yeah, what do you think about the 4 timeouts, basically?
I think it's pointless. I mean, I've already been vocal about it. I don't understand the ruling behind that. I mean, I just don't understand the whole coaching, like trying to remove the coaches of the game thing, and that's still something that, I mean, Valve don't really care about what the players say, apparently. And yeah, I think it's great to have the coaches and to have them maybe, I mean, we're gonna have like some different things where coaches can speak during the freeze time, for instance, and during the timeouts, and then their mic is going to be shut down for the game. So you still need a leader in the game to take those actions and to know what to do, and you need that figure that is going to be telling his teammates what to do. And I think that could be a great balance. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if Valve are really open on the subject. But yeah, I mean, I've experienced it with New York as a spectator, and I think it was terrible because it was shutting down the game, and like organizations not ready yet to use those 31 minutes time with something to make the spectator happy. So yeah, I really don't like the timeout rule. I think it should be like before, or like 1 timeout per side, but 1 minute timeout. So because I mean, theoretically, we can have 8 timeouts in one side. So I mean, that cannot happen. It's impossible.
All right. So aside from the viewer's point of view, because that's obviously it's very disruptive to the experience. I can tell you that for sure. But what about from within the game? How much do you think that affects like the flow of the game from the player's point of view?
I think it doesn't change much because 30 seconds are not going to break any person's momentum. You cannot change the world in 30 seconds, even in Counter-Strike. So it's great to fix the smaller things that you have in the team. So if you lose like a big clutch, or if you win a big clutch, you can calm the nerves a little bit. But aside from that, I think it doesn't give any special edge whatsoever. I mean, the other timeout rule made much more sense in my opinion, or yeah, tweaking them. From a player's point of view, I mean, I didn't see any any real thing, any real usefulness in having 4 timeouts.
Okay, thank you very much. As always, a good interview with you. Do you have any last words, shout-outs, or anything?
Not much. I mean, as always, I'm going to thank my awesome organization, Team NVS, and all the sponsors that are a bit everywhere. I'm going to thank, obviously, all the fans that are still supporting us. We're grinding back, I hope, and I think you can see it on the server. So yeah, hopefully we're going to stop disappointing. And quoi? Okay, and our great analyst. Sorry, my coach is is right here telling me what to do. Yeah, our analyst NKJ also that is doing an amazing work. And a last little shout out to our boss Astro that is still forever supporting us. And that's pretty much it for me.
Yeah, just touching on the NK thing. Yeah, what's his role within the team? Because we know that you've been out. It's been a while since you've announced him. So is he just purely an analyst, or is he going to start attending the events at some point?
He's attending the biggest events, so he can have direct input and that kind of stuff. But aside from that, it's purely online work for now, analyzing, giving us his thoughts, talking to specific players about some tendencies into the opponent's teams, and that's pretty much it. And he does that work. He watches our practice. He motivates us, talks to us, that kind of stuff. So he is the online part for now, and he's going to come to some events.
Okay, thank you very much.